If you want to grow with God, you have to let go of being comfortable. Because I'll tell you this, as you continuously grow into deeper intimacy with God, He's going to constantly put you outside of your comfort zone. But if you're going to continuously hold on to the things that are comfortable and familiar to you, what you're going to end up doing is hindering your ability to draw into deeper intimacy with God. But I want to tell you that being uncomfortable is not a bad thing, and God does it for a reason. For one, getting outside of your comfort zone and doing things that are uncomfortable actually forces you to rely on God. When you're consistently and constantly doing things that are comfortable and familiar to you, oftentimes we as human beings feel like we don't necessarily need God for those things. So to keep us in check, sometimes He puts us in uncomfortable situations that remind us that we need Him and we should rely on Him. No matter the situation, God always wants us to be reliant on Him and on His strength. Another reason for why God constantly puts us in uncomfortable situations is because it helps to grow our faith. It's very easy to have faith when you have assurance because everything's already familiar to you. It's much more difficult to have faith when you're dealing with things that you're uncomfortable with or things that you're not familiar with. And for faith to truly and earnestly grow, it has to be challenged. And one way for faith to be challenged is through taking you through uncomfortable things. And the last reason I'll give you for why God actually puts you in uncomfortable situations is simply because walking with God is uncomfortable. Before you came to Christ, you were bound by your sin nature, and so it's natural for you to do things that are contrary to God. So walking with God in and of itself is actually an uncomfortable thing for us as human beings. Because walking with God is contrary to our previous nature, and walking in the new self is contrary to how we used to live in the old man. And we have to get used to that, and oftentimes it takes a very long time to get used to, or I might even venture to say that we never get used to it. So if you want to grow with God, again, you have to let go of that which is comfortable. And you have to begin to embrace things that are outside of your comfort zone and embrace things that are not familiar to you. But don't worry, it's going to be okay because the Lord God is by your side. And He's going to help you throughout the entire process, and He's going to grow you through it. So I hope this video gave you some food for thought and that the Spirit of God spoke to those we need to speak to. If you want more content like this, go and drop a sub or a follow. If you want to hear more teachings from me that are outside of storefront content, I would recommend you join my Bible classes every single Thursday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern on Google Meets.